Philippines! Good morning Mindanao! Maayong buntag Region 10. Welcome to another episode in English 3. I am excited to share something new today. This is Teacher Abby, your partner in learning. Hello there kids! How are you? Are you now in your most comfortable seat at home? Do you have with you now your notebook and your pen? Are you now ready or very ready for this lesson? If you are, let us begin. Today, I have a very interesting topic that surely you can use. You want to know what it is? It is all about interpreting simple maps, pictograph, and graphs and tables. Have you heard these words before? If your answer is no, worry no more, because today, after this session, you are expected to interpret simple maps, pictograph, and tables and graphs. So let's start.
Before we proceed to our new lesson for today, I want to check if you still remember the 4 basic directions. Assuming that I face the sun, what does E mean? How about W? W stands for? How about N? N stands for? And how about S? S stands for? Can you name the 4 basic directions? Do you still remember them? Let's check. E for east, W for west, N for north, and S for south. These 4 basic directions are very important, most especially if we are facing or reading a map. Have you seen a map? Have you tried to look at a map? Do you know the map of your place? So I have here an example of a map. This is a map of Malaybalay. Where is Malaybalay located? It is located in Bukidnon. There are many kinds of map, but the main purpose of having a map is to show the direction or to show the location of a place. Always remember the word map. M-A-P, map. Let's have another representation. Have you seen similar to this before? Have you seen this on your books or even on the walls around you? Do you know what is this being called? What is this representation called? This is what do we call pictograph. It involves pictures to represent the data that you want to convey to the reader. Remember this? Pictograph. So remember the second word that you need to know. The P-I-C-T-O-G-R-A-P-H. Pictograph. How about this one? You have table and graph, and it's very colorful. Do you know how to interpret this one? Are you confused how to interpret this? Do you know what this data all about? This is an example of graph and table. Again, graph and table. So later on, we're going to define what is graph and table and how the graph and table differ to map and pictograph. We have again pictograph, the map, and the graph and table. Do you understand these representations? Do you find it hard to interpret them? Do you automatically know what the representations mean? If you are still confused, don't quit, because we are now going to differentiate the three representations. So let's try to know the differences between the three. Interpretation of maps, pictographs, table, and graph is an essential skill to become a skilled reader with high comprehension and ability. Are you now ready to become a skilled reader? If you are, let's continue. Let's begin with this. How are you going to interpret? First, you need to read the title. Most of the title are written above. Second, use the legend. You need to find the legend. The third one is to understand the data presented. You need to connect and link the data for you to be more clarified about the map, the pictograph, or the graph and table that you see. So let's start with map. What is a map? A map tells you where a place is located. It tells you which way to go, which direction, and helps you get from one direction to another. A map is read with the help of a legend and a compass rose. We have a map and a compass rose on the upper right. You will see there the 4 basic directions. Here is a Malay-Balay map. Let's try to understand or to interpret what does this map means. Let's begin. We need to answer the following questions. What are the places around Malay-Balay? How about north of Malay-Balay City? Can you find it? It's in Pasugong. How about the south of Malay-Balay City? Try to scout, try to search, try to find. The answer is Valencia City. How about the east of Malay-Balay City? So the answer is Cabanglasan. How about the west of Malay-Balay City? So, of course, the answer is Lantapan. Easy, right? You just need to know the legend and the compass rose of a map. Let's go to pictograph. Pictograph is a symbol of picture representing things or ideas. It also uses a legend as an explanation of the symbol or picture used. We have here name of fruits. We have pictures of fruits. Instead of naming the fruits, we use pictures to represent the fruits that Marie wants. Because the title of the pictograph is Favorite Fruit of Marie. On the other side, it is the number of fruits. Is it represented by numbers? No, it is being represented by symbol or smiley or emojis. There are 2 smileys for watermelon. And there are 4 smileys for banana. And there are 7 smileys for apple. And the legend says, 1 smiley is equivalent to 2 likes. So what does this mean? Let us now try to answer the following questions about the pictograph that you see. First, what is the pictograph all about? The answer is the favorite fruit of Marie. How about the second question? What is Marie's most favorite fruit? So which fruit has most number of smileys? So the answer is apple. So Marie's favorite fruit is apple. How about What are the favorite fruits of Marie? The answer are watermelon, banana, and apple. What are the symbols used in the representation? We have the watermelon picture, the banana picture, the apple picture, and of course the smiley. What is her most favorite fruit? It's the apple. Now, let's continue. Let's try to define tables and graphs. Tables and graphs are visual representations. They are used to organize information, to show patterns and relationships. A graph shows this information by representing it as a shape. Researchers and scientists often use tables and graphs to report findings from their researches. Below are some examples of graph, and there are many kinds of graph, but for today, we are just getting to know how to interpret these graphs and tables. Let's have this one, the fruits vegetable garden. We have the different colors. The green one represents okra. The second graph represents eggplant, which is color violet. And the yellow color represents squash. And the red one represents tomato. Now, let's try to interpret them by answering the following questions. What is the table all about? Can you answer? So the answer is Fritz Vegetable Garden. How many okra did Fritz planted? It is only one. How about how many tomatoes did Fritz planted? The answer is 3. This one. How many vegetables did Fritz planted? The answer is 4. And that's how you're going to interpret tables and graphs. You need to keenly observe the data, the graph, and of course, you need to use the legend as your basis in understanding or interpreting the graphs and tables. You have already know what is pictograph, graph, and table. So with the map, do you understand these representations now? Do you find them easier to interpret? If your answers are yes, Teacher Abby, so kids, you are now becoming a skilled reader. Therefore, maps, pictographs, graphs, and tables contain important information that can be used to make decisions, draw conclusions, and influence others. Since you know the meaning of the 3 important representations, let's try Activity 1, Interpreting Simple Math. Try to answer the following questions in interpreting simple maps. Do this on your notebook. Now, Activity 2, Interpreting Pictograph. Cario and Santino went on a fishing trip. The pictograph below shows how many fish each caught. Study the pictograph to answer the questions. Good luck, kids! Activity 3, Interpreting Tables and Graphs. The table below shows how many pets Cario had. Study the graph to answer the questions. Let's continue. Let's have what I have learned. Complete the sentence by filling up the missing word in the blank. Choose your answer from the word box. The words inside the box are as follows: legend, map, picture, graph, pictograph, direction, visual, information, and findings. A blank tells you where a place is located. It tells you which way to go, which blank, and helps you get from one direction to another. A map is read with the help of a blank. Blank is a symbol or picture representing things or ideas. It also uses a blank as an explanation of the symbol or blank used. Tables and graphs are blank representations. They are used to organize blank to show patterns and relationships. A blank shows this information by representing it as a shape. Researchers and scientists often use tables and graphs to report blank from their research. I know you can do this. Have fun, kids! Let's have more! Let's have additional activities. Ask your friends which fruits they like the best. So you are finding their favorite fruits. And try to answer the following questions. Have fun on your survey, kids, and congratulations, for you are now a certified skilled reader. You are now so well in interpreting pictograph, simple maps, and graphs and tables. Congratulations!
And that's the end of our lesson. Hope that you have learned something new today. Again, this is Teacher Abby, your partner in English. Happy learning, kids! See you next time!